Welcome to the Obesity Medicine Podcast with your host, Dr. Matea Rentia, board certified in internal medicine and obesity medicine. Here, we talk about a path to metabolic health, and we have real conversations about chronic weight management and living a full life. Just a reminder, I am a physician, but I'm not your physician. So everything that's on this podcast is for informational purposes, but please go talk to your doctor about what's right for you. There is no medical advice being given on this podcast. Welcome back to another Your Friday 5. This could not be a more perfect Friday for this episode to air because at the time when you're hearing this, it will be Halloween. And I don't know about everywhere else around the country, but on October 31st, everybody goes wild on Halloween eating candy. Not true. Not true. That might have been you in the past, but let's talk today about what are 2 strategies so that this day does not take you down. And it might have already been starting. You guys might have already had candy in your house leading up to this. You might be someone like me that has little kids in the house that you're going to get a ton of candy tonight. And I want you to be successful. So let's talk through this. So number 1, I want us to create some neutrality around Halloween candy, just candy in general. So let's take away this forbidden aspect. And there's nothing off limits here. Okay, you hear me really say this. There's no such thing as good food or bad food. We could think about good, better, best, where good, we like the taste, but it doesn't really align with our health goals. Better is it's a little bit of an improvement. And best, we feel amazing. We like what it does for us. So we could think about maybe candy potentially fitting in the good category. We like how it tastes, but we maybe get low blood sugar afterward. We feel a dip in our energy, but there's nothing off limits about this because when you do that, the brain really screams louder for it. So we really want to do anything to sort of take away this forbidden fruit element of it. So I want you to remind yourself that Halloween candy, it is not scarce. It's actually available year round. There's absolutely no urgency to eat it right now. It's still going to be there for you months and months from now. So you can have it tomorrow if you want. You can have one piece every single day. You can do whatever you want. But the point is there's no scarcity here. So let's do 2 things first. Number 1, let's eat some real food first. When you balance your meals, so means that you are going to get some fiber in there. You're going to get some protein, some healthy fats. If you're going to do all that and then you have some candy, it will impact you differently. You're not going to get as much of a blood sugar spike. The insulin's not going to be activated as much. You're not going to feel as out of control. The dopamine hit isn't as high. It is different. So let's go ahead and eat some real food first. A lot of us, I'll tell you at least how it looks in our house. They set parameters in the neighborhood that we're at where, well, they recommend, let me put it that way, that trick-or-treating only starts at 6 p.m. This is actually nice because in my mind, everyone should have dinner before we go out so that we're not going stark raving mad as we're walking around. Eating the real foods first is going to give you such a better shot at this because we just think differently when we're not hungry. Okay, I would say maybe even if you're not hungry, you're going to go ahead and have a little bit of a dinner just so that you stand a better chance throughout the evening. The other thing that we're going to do is this concept where we're going to plan it, but we're not going to police it. Okay, so instead of setting these really strict rules, I want you just to do gentle boundary setting because you're going to feel so much more empowered with this. So it could look something like this. Okay, I'm going to choose 2 pieces I really love. I'm going to savor them really slowly. I'm going to wait till I get home to eat them so I can really enjoy. I'm not going to eat it as I'm walking and I don't even know how many wrappers are going back into the bin, right? You're going to say, when I get home, I'm going to look at everything and really pick the best of the best, the creme de la creme, right? So this shifts your energy from restriction to intention. And usually with intention comes curiosity and there's no shame or regret, anything like that. There's no judgment. So when we do that, that is where you get your power back. So if you want to have power this season with Halloween candy, with any treats that are coming up in this holiday season, I would say real food first, and then you're going to plan, don't police it, make some boundaries that sound realistic, where when you do it, you're 100% on board. 10 out of 10, you can do it. If you make a plan ahead of time and you're sort of, you're 6 out of 10 that you can do it, not a good plan. It's not good enough. The temptation is too high. So we want to take away restriction. You can have these things. The only reason we're not going to have a million of them is because you feel horrible afterward. This is not because you can't. This is not because you're out of control. It's that you don't feel good afterward. So we want to give you every shot in the land to be successful with that. So if you've hydrated and you've had real food, things like that, your chances of going wild, and having a plan, right? And you're saying, okay, 2 pieces or whatever it is you set out for, you have a shot at the end of the night to feel so much better. Let's say that everything goes to hell in a handbasket and you eat all the candy that night. Okay, awesome. Can you give it a 5-second funeral and move on immediately the next day? Do not restrict the next day. Go ahead and eat your normal meals that are balanced where you feel great. Move right on with your life. There is almost no impact that you can do in one evening. I just want to remind you of that. Okay. So have an amazing Halloween. I hope that you guys all have an amazing weekend. I feel like, again, this like kicks off the holiday season. I love this time of year. We got these little light up pumpkins that they're little rubber pumpkins where you touch the top of it and the light goes on and you charge it up and they stay on for 15 minutes and they go off. I'm going to be using these little puppies all winter long. This is not just a till Halloween situation. So I hope that you have some candles that you like or some lights or that there's something that just gives you joy as the darkness is starting to set in. All right. We will talk on Monday. Have a great weekend. That marks the end of today's episode. But if you're newer to the podcast, I want to tell you about something that we have, and it's a free podcast roadmap. So this is perfect for any of you that are listening where you want to be directed to very specific episodes. So let's say that you are just starting out and you want to know, what should I do right when I start on the medications? Or you're experiencing certain side effects on the GLP-1s, or you want to know what to do if you're in a plateau, or if emotional eating is taking over, or if hunger levels are high. So we have many different categories of episodes that we've talked about, because there's a lot at this point. So if you want to be able to navigate that very easily, we have it broken down by category and also the episodes that are there, and we hyperlink to everything. So you can just click on it and find the episode, easy peasy. If you want that, you can go to rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. We'll have it linked right here underneath the show notes where you're listening. And you can go ahead and get that free resource so that it makes it easy for you to navigate, because I know that it's really hard when someone has an established podcast. I am such a podcast fiend. I'm listening to podcasts all day long. And when I find one that I love, but there's a lot that are out there, I am so lost. So I hope that you enjoy this free podcast roadmap. Again, the link to get to that is going to be rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. I hope this is helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.